We're all in the middle of a game.
One thing I respected, yeah, that you and I played the game. If you don't think it's a game, that's fine. It was a game, it was launch night, it was a game. We are in the middle of a live 8-week game. We are in a game. We are in a game. There's going to be a winner of the game. We are in a game. This is a game.
You should not be because...
No, this is a game. Big Brother is the biggest, most global game. This is a game. Is it a game, yes or no? It's a game. It is a game.
You're fucking...
It is a game. Yeah, every reality show is a game. What? Every reality show is a game. Is this a game? Yeah, but it's a game. Every reality show is a game. Every reality show is a game.
This is a game.
So I just sat here and I filmed a 40-minute video recapping these days of Big Brother. 3 days of Big Brother, and it fucking did not save anything. And I'm mad as a bitch. So I'm gonna go through this really quick again. It's gonna be a really short video. I always say that, but this time it really might be. I'm just gonna start off. Day 30, Raph and Joe are making up in the garden. Raph kind of is, you know, he was like, Joe, look, can we make up? Can we be cool now? I don't want to fight with you no more. And Joe stands up and he goes over and shakes his hand. He's like, look, I never said anything bad about you except for the last 2 nights, which isn't true, but whatever. I never said anything bad about you. Yeah, we can be cool. Let's start over fresh. They shake hands. Let's go. So they get to the third part of the task. It's with Simone and Chanel, and they have to endure a workout with a personal trainer. Chanel's like, oh my God, no, I don't want to do this. I'd rather pay to have lipo done than sweat. I don't want to do any kind of workout. So she goes in the room with Simone, and they're standing in there, and then they see who the personal trainer is, and they're like, oh, okay. Chanel's like all over him, trying to throw water at him so that he has to like take his shirt off and shit. And he's like, I'm not taking off my shirt. She's like filling up his butt. She's like, ooh, that's nice. That's firm. Needless to say, they fucking passed the task. Then Chanel and Raph are playing around, having a laugh, looking through Deborah's wardrobe, looking through Deborah's closet. And Charlotte is off in the kitchen, and she, you know, there's glass windows, and she can see them. And she storms in the room all big and fucking bad. And she's like, why are you guys looking through my wardrobe? Why are you looking through my stuff? That's rude. Why are you doing that? They're like, oh, to be fair, I'm sorry. We thought it was Deborah. She's like, no, that's mine. Thank you. And she like stormed off. And then Raph was like, that's very weird. And then Chanel's like, damn, somebody grew some balls all of a sudden. We get to the fourth part of the task, and it's with Luke Kempner, the comedian from Bots. And basically what he has to do is impersonate Ellie, Kieran, Sue, and Raph, all while they have to sit there and not react to his impersonations. They can't laugh, they can't smile, they can't like nod, they can't do anything. So basically what Luke Kempner, he's like throwing shade, or he's not throwing shade. He's being shady about what each of them have said, but like he's impersonating them. And yeah, it was good. Luke Kempner is cute. His impression of Tom and Joe were the best. His Joe was like really good. His Tom was pretty good. His Raph was alright, and then his Sue was like not that good. It wasn't that good. And then Chanel, we see her and Isabel making weird faces in the living room. I don't know what that was about. Sue is in the kitchen talking about Joe. Then she brings up Kieran, talking about Kieran's game and how like you will never see him in a bad light. He will always be shown in a good light. Kieran's a good guy. He's playing a good game. He's playing a nice game. He's the guy who would help the old lady next door like walk across the street and like help bring in the groceries. And, you know, he's playing that up a lot. He's playing that up. We get to part 5 of the task, and like I said in the last video, if you want to get some good screams and some good yells, put the black girls and the gay guy in the room, and they'll scream for you. So Isabel, Tom, Andrew, Sam, Charlotte, Hannah, and Deborah all have to get like these butt electrocuting pad things put on their butts, and they basically have to sit down at a dinner table with those electric things on their butt and get shocked the fuck out of while not standing up. If any of them gets out of their chair and stands up, they lose the task. So they're all sitting there being electrocuted. They're all making crazy faces. I think they're overdoing it a little bit. I mean, it can't be that painful. Big Brother wouldn't have them do it if it was like that painful. But then again, I don't know because I've never been electrocuted before. I don't know. So then they pass the task. Sam goes later in the diary room. Sam is talking about how the lads don't like him, how they're not letting him into the group of boys because he's the new guy, and he's like, I wish they would just chill and let me in. Yeah. So then Simone is twerking in the kitchen. Andrew and Isabel are talking about Raph, talking about Andrew's like, Raph likes guys who likes numbers, you know, smart guys. I know how to count to 10, that's about it. Then Raph comes in the bedroom and Andrew's like, give me a hug. And Raph's like, another hug, I just gave you a hug. So he gives him a hug and then he like tries to kiss him on the cheek and Raph like freaks out. He's like, oh, he like freaks out and then falls to the ground and Andrew tries to like kiss him again or like lick his ear or some shit. Raph's like, stop. It was kind of not, it was uncomfortable to watch. It was like cringy. I was like, oh my God, I feel bad for Raph. I hope he's okay. He looked really fucking terrified when Andrew was doing that. So then after that, Andrew and Raph, they go outside and they talk about what just happened. And, you know, Andrew's like, look, I didn't mean anything by it. I'm sorry. I know, you know, you're different from everyone else. You don't like to be touched and blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. They make up. It's all good. They hug. Day 31, Wednesday. Sue is waking up, bitching about the state of the house, how it's dirty, no one cleans up. Are people's wrists broken in the house because no one likes to scrub, no one likes to clean nothing. Then she goes inside, she starts talking to Simone. She's like, I don't like these people in the house. They're dirty, they're hypocrites, and I don't like their ways. Then Joe comes out in drag, and he's wearing I think it's Chanel's wig or Chanel's hair extensions or something, and like this pink bathing suit and these like black pants, stuffed booty out to here looking like Kim Kardashian the second. I think he was trying to impersonate Chanel, and yeah. It was just like, Joe, what are you doing? I knew as soon as he came out and that people were going to be like, oh, well, he's only doing that to save himself from eviction this week or whatever. But then Sue comes out and is talking to Chanel about what she was saying earlier to Simone about how nobody likes to clean. I guess she was throwing Chanel under the bus a little bit. She starts calling Chanel a diva. She's like, you are a diva and you own it. You own being a diva. And Chanel's like, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah. Why you talk too much, bitch? Why are you still fucking talking to me? Then Raph is in the diary room talking about last night with Andrew. Raph's like, I know he didn't mean any harm. It wasn't malicious. I'm not offended. You know, I know how I am. I know how he is. It's all good. Basically saying, don't give Andrew a formal warning, which Big Brother did not give Andrew a formal warning, which I thought he was going to get a formal warning, but he did not get one. Then we get to the 6th part of the task. And again, if you want to get good screams, get the gay guy, get the black girl. So they get Andrew, Deborah, and Sue, and they all have to sit there and get their feet licked, like, but they can't see who's licking their feet by these creatures. And the first creature, I guess you can say, is, it was a dog. It was a husky, or German shepherd, or husky or something. Had to lick all their feet. Andrew was like, I don't mind it. It doesn't feel bad. He was like kind of liking it, and Sue was freaking out, and Deborah was freaking out. And the next animal was a fucking ferret. It was a ferret, and that shit looked scary. It looked like it was eating the feet. And I was like, oh God. They were all screaming and freaking out. And then the third thing was a human being. It was a big ass dude named Sean. And he, like, you can tell he was like you can look at this man and tell like he's into licking people's feet. And he was licking, I think it was either ketchup or like jam off of Andrew. Andrew was like, it feels all right, but I just don't know what it is. Sue was freaking out and Deborah was freaking out. They're all freaking out. And then Big Brother's like, well, the third guest, please stand up and say goodbye to the housemates. And they're like, what? Stand up and say goodbye? And he leaned over and he's like, so then we see Sue again. So much of Sue. Oh my God. They showed more of Sue these past couple of days, and they showed more of Charlotte the whole damn season. Shit. So Sue is talking to Chanel, trying to size her up again. Sue has this whole alpha female complex, game playing complex. She's like super tactile, super analytical. She thinks she's a fucking intellect, I guess. I don't know. She's always trying to put people in boxes. You're this, this is what I think about you. You're this kind of person because of this, and this is why this happens because of this and that thing. And blah, blah. It's like, oh my God, Sue, shut up. Just fucking play the game, or just sit down, chill, relax, live the days, eat your food, go to sleep, hang out with people. You know what I mean? Just fucking chill, relax. You don't gotta analyze every fucking thing. Then Kieran is talking to Raph about the same conversation, the alpha, who's the alpha male. Kieran's like, I don't want to be called alpha, that's a bad thing. Raph's like, it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just like who makes the most influence on the house, who has the biggest impact on the house. Then Kieran runs his fucking fingers through his hair, and he's like, I don't consider myself alpha, I don't want to be alpha, I never will, and I never have, or whatever. It's like, no one said you were, so. Then Sue was talking to Tom about launch night. She's like, I respect you, Tom, because we both played the game on launch night. And Tom takes off his sunglasses for once in his life. And he's like, that's how you know it was serious, because he took off his sunglasses. He's like, I ain't playing no game. I'm not playing a game. No one's here for a game. I'm here to make friends, blah, 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 blah. She's like, this is a game. You're playing a game. We're all playing a game. She's playing a game. He's playing a game. We're all playing a game. This is a game. Blackjack is a game. Everything is a game. Game this game. It's like, oh my God, Sue, shut the fuck up. So Tom's like just going crazy. I'm not playing a game. He jumps in the pool with his white pants on. Who wears white pants? Jumps in the pool. Jumps out of the pool. Goes and runs to Big Brother. He's like, I don't like this. I don't want to be called that I'm a game player and that I'm playing a game. I agree with Tom. I don't think he's playing a game. I think Tom is not smart enough to play a game, if I'm being completely honest. I really don't think he's smart enough to be playing no kind of game. He's half drunk at this point. Then Sam and Ellie, Simonella get involved. And Sam's like, bitch, go the fucking side with all that gameplay, game talk shit. Go talk to Tom about it. Leave us alone. We're trying to chill in the hot tub and make out. And you're over here yelling about this game. Go inside with that shit. She's like, don't fucking tell me what to do. Don't fucking tell me what to do. You're so confused. You're confused with your 6'3" showman shit. I know what I'm doing. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know whether you're coming or going, whether Ellie wants you or not, whether you're with the boys or not, whether they accept you or not. Yesterday they excluded you. Today they're rubbing you. You're fucking confused. And I was like, damn, she spilled all the fucking tea. She really did. I was like, oh, shit. And Simone is in the corner just snickering under her breath. Just laughing, just geeking out. So then Sue goes in the diary room and she's just summarizing what just happened. Then Kieran is talking to Tom, trying to calm him down Tom. She's trying to wind you up. You're taking the bait. Fucking just relax. Don't take the bait. Don't respond. Ignore her. But Tom just he's not having it because he's drunk at this point. Nothing that Kieran is saying is Tom being receptive to. So then Tom goes back in the diary room. He's like, I want to go to Paris. I want to see Paris. And Paris is the name of his girlfriend. We'll get to that later. Paris is the name of his girlfriend. And Weather's like, we cannot bring your girl. What do you think this fucking is? This is Big Brother, bitch. You can't see everyone you want to see when you want to fucking see him. Then so he's like, bring Ellie in here. I can't have my girlfriend, so bring the next best thing. Ellie. So Ellie, comes in the diary room. She's like, why'd you call me in here? I'm trying to have fun with Sam out there. And Tom storms up, fucking kicks the door down, leaves through the back emergency exit in the diary room or whatever. Then they bring him back in 5 minutes. He comes back in the door or whatever. I wish if you break any kind of doors if you break any kind of property in Big Brother, you should just be evicted. You should be you have anger management issues. You need to fucking go. Day 32 in the house, Thursday. Joe comes up to Chanel in the garden and he's quizzing her about some shit that happened the day before? I don't know when it was, but I guess apparently Sue was talking smack about Joe. Talking about how he looked 70 because I guess somehow the conversation got brought up about how, young people in their 20s and 30s will date people who are they're double their age or whatever. Sue was talking about, I guess she mentioned how in Joe's case, it's even worse because he looks 70, she said. She said he looks 70, so I guess in his situation, their relationship with his girlfriend has got to look even really bad. Somehow that got back to Joe, and so he was asking Chanel about it because Chanel was there, and she tells him, she's like, yeah, that's what Sue said, and Chanel spills the beans because she's loyal to Joe. You know what? She's loyal to Joe and not this new girl, Sue. So then Big Brother gathers everyone on the couch and is like, yesterday Tom broke the rules. He broke down the door in the diary room, so he's going to be punished. I thought they were going to punish everyone, but Big Brother only punished Tom. They made Tom go to jail for an undisclosed amount of time. Tom had to go to jail. I don't even know where the fuck I am. Fuck, where am I? Oh, then there was a cute moment between Andrew and Raph. And Andrew's trying to paint Raph's nails, and he's talking about how he has like nice, cute white finger bed nails, or his white nails are really good nails or something. And Raph's like, oh, really? Then Joe and Sue were talking about the comment that Sue had made, about Joe looking 70 and stuff. And I wanted Sue to just own what she said. I just wanted her to be like, yeah, I said it. It was out of line. I won't say it again. My bad. My mistake. But she was like, I didn't mean it in a malicious way. It wasn't vindictive. How did you mean it in a nice way that I looked older than what I am? That's not a polite thing to say. That's not a compliment. How else did you mean it other than a vindictive way? There's only one way to take that. I wish you just would have owned that. Oh, Charlotte is talking to Ellie about how Simone cannot remember her name. But I'm like, can you blame her? Can you blame her? Can you blame her though? And then there was a moment between Sue, Hannah, and Deborah, and Sue says to the sisters, I feel like you guys have conformed since your time in the house. And they were like, no, actually sometimes you just gotta fucking be a little unyielding and do what other people want to do for sometimes. You can't always have it your way. There's other people in the house. It's not about conforming, it's just about living with other people and stuff like that. And I think they were trying to kind of send a message to Sue, like, Sue, maybe you should kind of be like that too, girl, and stop trying to fucking talk about gameplay all the time and who's the alpha this and who's running the house and here's what I think about this and here, it's like, shut up. Then we get to the task for the day, and what it is Big Brother had previously called in Kieran into the diary room and asked him to ask him all these questions, and they were like, please be as honest as possible. So he had to answer all these questions that were asked about the other housemates. Then later they called in Raph, and what Raph has to do in the diary room, and they're all watching in the living room, he has to answer questions that Kieran answered. He has to answer the same question, but like answer them how Kieran would answer them. So the first question they ask is, which housemate is Kieran most attracted to? Raph said Deborah, that was correct. The next question they ask is, who is the least trustworthy? Or who does Kieran trust the least? Raph says Sue, that was incorrect. The right answer was Simone. They ask him who has the least chance of winning. Raph says Isabel. That's correct. They ask him who will be evicted tomorrow. Raph says Joe. That's correct. They ask him who does Kieran think is playing a game. Raph says Simone. That's incorrect. The right answer was Sue. They ask him who was the most irritating to live with. Raph says Simone. That is also correct. They ask Kieran which housemate is the most entertaining. Raph says, Tom, that is incorrect. The right answer was Chanel. They asked Kieran who the worst dressed was in the house. Raph said himself, and that was correct. They asked Kieran who the most fake friendship was in the house. And Raph was a little confused, but he said Ellie and Simone, and that was unfortunately incorrect. The correct answer was Tom and Sue. Kieran thinks that Tom and Sue have the most fake friendship within the house. Raph passed the task. They are awarded a party. Yeah! They get to go party and listen to some of Raph's favorite song and some of Kieran's favorite songs. So we cut to the party and they're playing fucking Despacito by Justin Bieber and that other guy who, I don't know. The guy who actually wrote the song, because Justin Bieber's version is a remix, if people don't even know. I think, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. Anyway, they played Despacito. Once again, I swear they played the song. They played the song before in the house, and I think they played it on Bots before, and they played it on Bots that night. I was like, so then they played Once I Was 20 Years Old, My Daddy Told Me, Go and Make It, whatever. And I hate that fucking song, but at that moment, I liked it. I liked it in that moment. It was like a nice moment. All the housemates were like laughing and dancing and singing and just having a good old time. Deborah and Kieran were like on each other. And I wrote down, Raph looks good in a pair of jeans. He does. I don't know why he's always wearing them fucking baggy-ass frat boy green shorts or the red short. It's like, put some jeans on for once in your life. And he looks good in jeans. He's like thin, so. Then we get to the fashion show, and it was another nice moment. Deborah leads the show, and Hannah, was it? Yeah, it was Hannah leads the show, and she's like serving looks, like Naomi Campbell, like Vogue. It's because, she's a pageant queen, and she knows how to work the runway. Simone goes, and she like is wearing this super low cut dress, and you can see all her boobs popping out, and Joe's like, hold up, watch your boobs now, watch out. He was trying to low key peep. Then Deborah goes, and she's like, I can't walk down, I'm too shy. And then she like starts doing it, and she like starts twerking and stuff. Then Deborah goes in the diary room, and she's talking about, her Kieran. She's talking about Kieran. She's talking about how Big Brother asked her, like, so do you dance with all your friends shirtless, like you were last night at that party? And she's like, oh, Big Brother. Well, I don't know why everyone is like, I don't know. I mean, it's cute. Don't get me wrong. He's cute. Like, goddamn, like, how can you turn that down? There's a reason he slept with 350 women. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Is it real? Is it a showman? Is he only doing it to advance his time in the house because he knows that Deborah is popular? You know what I'm saying? Is that, I mean, I don't know. We don't know. We'll see, I guess. We're going to see, because trust me, they're going to talk about this shit some more. So, then Isabel, Raph, and Andrew are in the kitchen. Isabel's bored. She's like, let's fuck some shit up. So she takes sugar or coffee creamer or salt or some shit, and she starts pouring it all over the countertop. And Raph's like, no, Izzy. Then she takes some jam, and she like starts spreading it all over shit or trying to make a mess. Then Sam and Ellie are in the bedroom with Sue. I think Chanel is in there too. Sam and Ellie are in the bedroom making out under the sheets. And Sue gets a little salty. She's like, can y'all not make out right now? I'm trying to sleep. Can y'all go somewhere else? Or something, like, get out of here. And she gets up and leaves, and she's all pissy. And Ellie is like, don't get mad at us just because you haven't got laid since 1923 or some shit. I was like, damn, shade. And Chanel's like, why don't you guys just, like, go outside and, like, lay under the stars and get under a blanket and all this stuff. And it sounds nice. And they were like, oh, we're on holiday. We're not trying to do all that. This isn't romantic. We're on holiday. It's like, y'all know y'all like each other. Damn, let's go lay under the stars. Damn. Then it's like 2:30 in the morning at this point. Raph cannot find his hat. He doesn't know where the fuck his hat is. He's looking everywhere. He goes in the kitchen, and Andrew's sitting there, and he's like, Andrew, do you have my hat? He's like, no. I really thought Andrew had his hat. I was like, Andrew, you took this boy's hat like a fucking weird possessed dog. Where is his hat? Give him back his hat. I like for sure thought Andrew had his hat. He was like, no. Then Raph's like, you wouldn't lie to me, would you, Andrew? And Andrew's like, no, I was like, oh shit. It got like really serious all of a sudden. I was like, Andrew, if you have his hat, give him back his hat. But I guess he really didn't have his hat, because the next scene, Raph is walking back around the house and he has his hat on. So he found his hat. Hannah and Raph talk about Andrew, and Hannah's like, you know, he like fancies you. And Raph's like, no, he doesn't. He likes me as a friend. And Hannah's like, no, he fancies you for real, for real. And Raph's like, oh, I didn't really want this to happen, you know, and all this stuff. He's like, I didn't want this to happen while I was in the house. And she's like, well, you can't control these kind of things, you know, these things just happen. So what will become of Raph and Andrew? Who knows? Who knows? Then Joe gets evicted. They cut to the live Friday feed part. Joe gets evicted. I was bummed. I really was. I wanted Tom to go, or at least Charlotte. Like, Tom should have went. Let's be fucking real. But it was rigged, because on bots, Emma goes in, she talks to Rylan, and she's like, Tom's girlfriend is going in the house. So that was rigged. It was rigged for Tom to stay so that his girlfriend could go. Like, that whole storyline is fucking, it's fake. It's planned. It's staged. It's fucking staged. Show me the receipts. Show me the numbers. I want to see each and every text number that voted for who and who, because I want to tally the shit my fucking self. I don't trust that shit. There's no way. There's no way. They already had this whole storyline worked out so that his girlfriend could go in there with Tom. Oh my God. Piss me off. Charlotte should have went then. Like, don't... If you're going to rig it, then rig it so that Joe and Tom can stay. Damn. Let Charlotte go then. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you can tell that Emma was sad about Joe leaving. You can tell when she likes a housemate and when she doesn't like a housemate. Like, she does not like Charlotte. You can tell. I'll be interested to see their interview whenever she gets evicted. So yeah, Tom's fucking girlfriend's going in the house. Why? I don't want to see another fucking fake ass fucking showmance. This is like the 80th fucking showmance this season, and like it's only been a month. What the fuck? I don't care about. I'm not gonna care unless she's like this cool ass badass chick, which she probably was. Probably. I mean, she did say she's Letitia's sister, right? That's what they were talking about on bots. It's Letitia's sister from the last civilian Big Brother. She might be cool because I really did like Letitia. I really liked Letitia. I was really sad when she got evicted. Ugh. Don't even get me started on Jason. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah. Why are they doing this to us? It's not fair. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.